Hello and welcome back to another video. We've got this cover to change and an unexpected blockage, and we've got a gully to do in the combi. Enjoy.
Hello, I'm on TV. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
We were called out by a customer to change this cover. Now, they were worried about driving over it because they thought their car was going to go through it. To be honest, I think they're probably right to not drive over it. It's seen better days. Now, I popped the lid up and the thing was, I had an unexpected blockage that I wasn't expecting to do. It took me a little while to get the cover up because I realised the tarmac was disintegrating around, and I thought it's probably easier just to pull the tarmac out and take the frame out with it. Just like that. And straight away we've got a spare bit of cover or frame that's not attached and loads of loose concrete. And look at that one blockage, but there's definitely something sat right in the middle. Now I think this is the reinforcing bar off the bottom of the cover. It's clearly rusted away and fallen in. Just in case anyone's wondering, chisels work just as well as a pry bar, although they're not as long. There definitely wasn't a lot holding in the old cover. I'm just going to try the frame and see how far off we are for this hole. Now usually I'd use the petrol cutter to cut around this. I'll be honest with you, I forgot to bring it with me, so it looks like we're going to try and have to cut a nice straight line with the chisel. After a bit more chiseling and getting the edges nice and straight, it's time to put a bit of cement down so we can bed the frame in. Okay, so whilst I do this, why not leave a like? Why not leave me a comment? Let me know what you're up to today. Are you enjoying the video? Yeah. If you want to become a channel member, remember you can. That gives you access to 3 videos up front before their official release date. But you don't have to. I'm just happy you're subscribed or even just watching the videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's just about enough there, so let's get the frame in. Now I'm just going to give it a brush around the outside of a little bit of water just to neaten up the edges. And as easy as that, we've got a new manhole lid and frame. And that was my day done on this one. That was my last job of the day. Now, you then join me the next day when we're out in the gully sucker to go investigate a blocked gully. Well, here we are, and we've been called out by the management company that looks after a builder's merchant. And in their yard out the back, they have this gully that's been flooding in heavy rain. So what we're going to do is pop the cover up, suck the gully out, and then jet the pipe through and get it running. Now, to me, it seems a bit over the top sending a gully sucker for one gully. But we offered them the jetting van or the gully sucker. They wanted the gully sucker just in case it turned into a bigger job. Personally, I think all these solids in here aren't helping things, and that pipe's probably full of it as well. The one thing that I really like on this gully sucker are the jets on the boom. Now, you don't get them on every gully sucker, but this one's got it, and it makes life so much easier. The gully sucker we used to have years ago didn't have that, and yeah, it was a lot harder. Now, I know you're probably waiting for the camera to drop in, because every time I do gullies, the camera ends up in the bottom of the gully pot. This has got to be the only job where I didn't actually do that. So if you're waiting for that, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. I then got the jet and hose off of the side rail, which is the smaller rail on the Gully sucker, just to wash around the bottom of the pot and the inlet to this pipe. I'm going to be using this hose again in a minute to jet the pipe through. I got to about this point and thought there's no point getting it spotless just yet because I've still got to jet through the pipe. So I'm going to leave those bits in the bottom for now and we'll deal with that in a bit. Well, that's a very good sign that the levels have started to drop. As I pour this jet back, the levels are going to start coming back up. That's because I've got jets on the back of this jet, so it's dragging all the water that I'm pumping down there back towards the gully. Before we completely empty the gully pot, let's just wash down this floor a little bit because there's a horrible mark on the floor where it's been flooding. And as soon as it rains, all that dirt's just going to wash into the gully, so I might as well clean it up first. One last empty on this gully and we should be all good. Now I do think the pipe on this gully runs uphill a little bit because there's a little bit of water coming back. I did lift the drain the other end, it runs to an intercept. I didn't film that bit because it was a bit dark over there. But everything's sat at the correct levels. And when I flow tested this I could see the water coming through the other end. But yeah, I think it runs uphill a little bit. I then dropped a lot of water on the floor and let it all run into the gully to test it and make sure that it's flowing. And there we have it, one flowing gully pot. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave me a comment, let me know you've enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, and yeah, remember to tell me something in the comments. Let me know what you're up to, something like that, where you're from, write anything. It's good for the algorithm, you know, all this YouTube stuff. There's also, I don't know why, bottom right hand corner, that's a spoon, okay? It's in our gully sucker. There's also a spoon in our six-wheeler. It's been in there as long as I've been driving the truck, so I've got no idea where it come from and no one's ever took the spoon out. Just a random fact for you. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed I can't even talk. Sorry, going on a bit. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I'll see you on the next one.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.